Alpha 1 server based in the US.
Oh, okay.
If we head over here, this might have caught your eye. This is what we call the player stash. It's basically like your vault or your storage system for extra items.
Okay.
But if you look at it, it's do you know like pneumatic tubes, how those work?
A bit.
Like there's like air pressure tubes that if you put something in, it sucks it and then sends it to a different department.
Yeah, exactly.
It's kind of that same idea, but for items. So that's the logic and technology behind what we say for player stashes. So when players ask, like, well, why does my item magically appear in this different area? Because it's just in the magic box. Well, here it makes sense because it actually goes underground and will be sent to the next one where you need to pick it up.
Yeah, I mean, you see the steam being pumped out, or the pressure, and you see all the pipes going away to different areas here. So, yeah, I mean, in this world, it actually makes sense.
Yeah, so we're trying to not put too much like, ooh, it's magic or everything. We were trying to put logic in everything.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is the first part of town. If we want, we can go try one of the low-level dungeons.
Yeah,
actually, before we do that, I almost forgot to mention, if we don't have any quests now on this server for this version, we will have quests at alpha, but for this no. But if you go ahead and hit Q on your keyboard,
yeah,
it'll bring up the quest journal. If you click on general and expand the tutorial part and scroll down, if you go to the last part, you can actually click on the NPC name you need to talk to, and it will take you automatically to the NPC by walking there. Instead of having to try to find him or knowing exactly where he is, it will automatically walk. Although you may have walked into an obstacle there, I'm not sure what that looks like on my screen.
Oh yeah, this level being changed.
Oh, he's running like a madman, clipping through some items here and there.
Yeah, the collision still needs a bit of work, and it will be a bit better in alpha. But for now, you might see some.
But that is very nice. I mean, on small towns or villages and stuff like that. I mean, it's totally okay to find the NPC because there's usually not so many. But when you end up in a huge town or slum or quarter or whatever from the start, and there's literally 100+ NPCs, finding the right one is not that easy.
Exactly. So that's why we could sort of put that in, because there's so much to it that we don't want to confuse people too much.
Yeah.
And we have the same deal going. I don't know if you passed one. I don't really know where they're in this part of the game. But if you pass a sign, we have the same system going, that if you click the area on the sign, like if you want to go back to the train stop, if you want to go to the player stash or the marketplace, if you click on the sign, for its symbol on the sign, it will automatically take you there too. So you don't have to worry about getting lost or anything so much, as long as you find the right.
It's a happy medium between Asian players, and so if you want to.
So yeah, let me invite you to my team here.
Let's see. Yes.
All right. So now that we're in the same team, we can go around and do some dungeons. I will. Oh, there you are.
Oh, okay. You're the blue one. I was guessing on maybe that purple thing could be you.
Yeah, that's one of the things too. The mini map that we know it kind of sucks. Well, we're gonna revamp that. I'm not sure if it's for alpha though. Or...
I'm hoping.
We're hoping to finish a better mini map for alpha, but for now we're still going to see how it goes. But
those markers be crossing your fingers.
Yeah, for now it's basically just markers that you have to know what they are.
Yeah.
It helps a bit for dungeons to tell you where you are, but it doesn't tell you where you've been or anything. So we're going to improve that in a different way. Okay, so for now I'm going to go ahead and go in, and I'll have to teleport you in because the team part of it is not working in this version. But usually we'd be able to go in this dungeon instance together by choosing the team option. So if you just if you look up on the screen on the left side on my picture, you'll see like a horn or a mute button under my picture. If you click on that, you can teleport to me.
Oh, okay. Can you do that whenever in the game to just teleport to your friends?
Can we do that whenever?
Yeah, I can hear you. Now it works.
Okay.
Okay.
Hit the first.
Oh, this looks... I think I saw a little trailer or movie that you posted on how you made up maps in that editor with the Unity system.
Oh, you mean you saw the video there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually one of the in-house tools I mentioned before. That was completely built by our own design team with the level designer.
Believe me, I used it a year ago because I was in content and it was not pretty.
Yeah, the video makes it look a lot easier than it is, but we've actually received a lot of feedback from that video of people who would like to make their own levels.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
for like people who never Winter Nights and games like that, making their own mods, so it's something we might consider later.
yeah, I mean, it looked really easy and smooth to, I mean, put together your different maps and put in different elements, and I guess it would be very fun for the community to
It
make
looks
their own
easy.
games.
Yeah, it's he makes it. The level designer Greg, he makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. But it's like I said, with enough feedback, not at alpha obviously, but it could be something we could add to the game. It would be great to have like player-made mod dungeons that people can go in and
Yeah.
Rank and everything.
Okay.
It would add a big community aspect to it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, make your own maps and just...
But we'll see. Maybe it'll be impossible. I don't want to promise anything, so don't take my word for that. But it's something we're thinking.
Oh, we can always hope. Right, so I loaded up inside the dungeon now.
Okay. Leave. If you're in the dungeon, leave, and because we'll need to group back up in a team
Yeah, will do.
with other people. Chose the same option. Yeah. So you don't have to run around asking for people to join in. You just.
A mini BattleNet or something.
Yeah, exactly. I can't help but think about when you were so used to with the warlocks in Vanilla WoW. Oh, please summon me. Please summon me. All the time, God. And I was that warlock that needed to summon everyone. Ugh. Right, so what character are you playing, Gabriel?
I am playing that's a Heartlander Arcanist.
Okay.
So sort of like a mage type.
But for instance, say if I pick a gunner but another race, will they have the same skills and everything?
That is actually something we're adding into the races will have their own special abilities, but unfortunately right now they don't. It was we were trying to get the core set to kind of be fitting in there. For example, the goblin will have a dash, so they can kind of do a burst of speed, or that kind of the little extras, and there will be extra little abilities for the race. But for the moment, it's just aesthetic, and it does. For example, the goblin is slower, or it will change the stats depending on that. So an orc arcanist is actually pretty bad because they're not made for it.
They look cool, but they're not. Yeah.
Well, so far I have to say an orc gunner with a shield, that is, yeah.
Yeah, well actually, if you look next to your hotkey bar, there's 3 weapon style choices. You can go weapon and shield, dual weapon, or two-handed, if you prefer the rifle.
Ah.
A lot of people actually say exactly what you just did.
Yeah, it's like, oh!
Yeah. I guess I missed that in the tutorial.
Well, it's actually very funny because we've had it for about 8 months, and we're finally getting to show it off. So for us, it was like, oh, whatever. Yeah. And then when we're showing it off, a lot of people say, "Wow, this is really cool."
Yeah.
So Gabriel's playing the healer class.
Yeah, sorry, I thought it was an Arcanist because I saw the staff, but actually I'm a channeler.
Well, that sounds
They're
reassuring.
still pretty beefy. They have like blind and those kind of spells.
And shielding, and yeah, there you go.
Yeah, well, this is more like it for me. A huge big rifle. But
So the game actually has quite a few summons, and every different class has their own kind of summons. I love that door. It's so fun to open.
Yeah.
But
yeah, go ahead and open that door just to see the animation.
My god, it feels like I'm in Fallout 3 again when I find the messed up doors all over.
Yeah.
What is interesting is that a lot of MMOs don't even have doors, but we have doors, we have secret doors, and we have locked doors. So keys are. I don't know if you've gone into the currency of keys.
I have not. I haven't, for some people, not know this time.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did
You
find
haven't seen
some
keys drop except
I think somewhere.
Pardon?
Yeah, I think I found some keys somewhere. I just can't remember where.
And in the top left, you'll probably have around 8 or 9.
If you look up, top left, you'll see keys.
Oh, there, yeah, 4 keys.
And so chests can be locked and doors can be locked, and what it'll be is kind of like a currency. So it's actually adding a little bit to it. So you can go down into a dungeon, and maybe that type of dungeon has a lot of locked things. So obviously you want the goodies, but you have to. Ooh, do I open this door, or do I go open that chest?
Yeah, that's great.
The
really
other
like
interesting thing that this allows us to do is we can have quest locked doors. So you might go into a dungeon and see a door that's permanently locked, seemingly, but a little later in the game, that same dungeon, you go back to it to go through that area.
Oh, the guns actually do, well, 2 times the damage at the same time.
Exactly.
That's
It's like 2
interesting.
separate smaller damages, but it adds up to a pretty decent number.
Yeah, exactly. I'm so used to that most games they always fire 1 gun at a time, but they fire very fast. So this is quite refreshing, I must say, because I've always wondered in most games, well, why can't I shoot them at the same time, damn it? Why?
I have to ask, given that the server is based in America, how fast were you downloading levels? Was it okay when you first started?
About 5 to 10 seconds, maybe?
Nice.
Okay, so because we're operating with the CDN services, so it looks like it's working.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I asked for his, and he said he was running at 60.
Yeah, when I... Oh, actually, I am frapsing now at 60. Huh.
With Fraps? Oh.
I'm wondering... Yeah, because I had 30 on the tutorial train, but I have 60 here.
So press escape, and then you can actually choose between audio and quality. Under quality, you can turn
here we
shadows on. I would recommend changing the quality level to fantastic. Detail distance won't really do anything inside a dungeon, but you can change the resolution, and you can see once you start playing with shadows, it'll look nicer.
Much nicer. Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, try and fix this then.
I'm sorry that you cut out there.
Server which is a little bit old, and we hope that during the alpha test there'll be some new surprises for you.
Okay.
Good surprise.
Thank you.
Not bad ones.
Yeah, not bad surprises like Fraps crashes.
Yeah. Really? Yeah. No, that's strange. Okay, well, I'm sorry. I'll see you guys later, okay?
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Please, Fraps.
I'll get the QA guys to test that out, actually.
Yeah.
Hooray! Nothing died.
Good.
And it's... No, actually, I'm down to 55 FPS now and then.
That's not a huge sacrifice. So, what kind of machine are you running right now?
It's... oh, I recently bought it, god. It's a 6-core AMD. Let's see now, it was a Gigabyte 7770 card.
nice.
12 gig memory
Nice.
on SSD drives at the moment. Because I wanted to
Ooh.
try out how much of a difference does it actually make.
It does.
I just haven't gotten hold of any, big SSD drives because they're expensive as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, but this seems to be going fine.
Oh, good. If you go to the nearest exit arrow, what area does it say it will take you to?
I'll see here where it takes me. Miluna's Gate.
Good. Okay, let's go into Melun's Gate, and I'll meet you there.
Okay.
Kind of ancient port city.
Okay.
You'll see a lot of nice stuff in here.
Let's see here.
Did a much better job here than. Yeah, they've been placing NPCs in the wrong place on the server.
Oh no! Dear God.
Frap.
When I loaded, I was facing the direction of that arrow there, and I kept on walking. Why is there an invisible wall here? And then I turned around. Oh, okay, that way is the town.
That is something we will have to fix. Yes.
It's on the list. Yeah, just portals. Go this way. I just came this way.
Yeah, they keep facing the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. I was wondering. Well, this looks nice, but why can't I walk anywhere?
You can't walk?
Oh no, it worked. When I understood that I could walk the other way.
Oh, right. Yeah, I do that. I still do that sometimes. I'm still used to just going to the right level and just running ahead. But yeah, I go the wrong way. So yeah, from here you can see a lot of the nice scenery. You might even catch an airship flying in the distance.
This whole level is 2.3 megabytes.
Yeah.
That's just insane. So, question, can you get on those airships? And question 2, can I drive them?
If we get enough money.
That works
now.
for me. God, seeing those things flying around, I just want my own airship.
Walk next to the water, it's quite nice as well.
Yeah, let's go see the docks here. Because you were saying about the cinematics, about the water in the beginning.
Yeah,
and,
it looked really great. Oh yeah,
Well,
it looks
it's-
great.
It's all in game. It's the same in game. So there's
Yeah, and this is a web-based game, a web browser game. I mean, seriously. This is just crazy.
I'm not tired of hearing that.
Yeah, we love hearing the compliments.
I can imagine that. And I can't help but comparing it to World of Warcraft, and the graphics are better, and this is a web-based game. Seriously.
One of the funny things is a couple people said, but World of Warcraft has, and I said, well, thank you. We don't have, I don't know, $16 more million to even make the game.
Yeah, those
Give a
comparisons
nice
are...
cushion of $60 million extra dollars.
Yeah, I mean, those comparisons are... Well, they're really stupid, in my opinion at least. I mean, sure, you can say, well, this game has this and that, and they do those things pretty well, but... Well, comparing companies and budgets and things, and... Yeah, no, it's...
We were laughing, you know, Star Wars The Old Republic, the announced budget was something like $130 million, and we were laughing that, oh, well, their marketing budget is still 40 to 50 times bigger than our budget.
Yeah. The sky, is that fixed with the cloud? It's just standing still, or does it shift?
It's actually the skybox because we need to reduce the download. We tried to play with a bunch of skyboxes and maybe even throw in a couple real clouds to break it up, but we're adding megabytes to the whole thing. You know, when the whole thing is 2.3 megabytes and you add a megabyte just to make a slightly cooler sky, it's not very fun.
Well, I mean, this works. It looks really nice. I mean,
Plus, yeah, for now, it's for the background, so there's no need to.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
If you're bored of Melion's Gate, you can go ahead and teleport to me, and I'll show you around another little place here.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay, there, back. Yes, people who's watching, don't have Fraps recording when you're loading anything in this at the moment. You will regret it. What the? Oh, that's you.
Yeah, I summoned one of my ability guns.
It's a turret.
Like a turret.
We like these. These are. Oh yeah, yeah. You just summoned one. Another one.
Yeah, it's like one of your summons. Yeah.
No,
What is that?
it's a trigger ship.
Oh, nice.
All right. Let's see. It was B, right? Oh, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, you can go ahead and play around with your abilities to choose what you want. You'll have plenty of points on your character here.
Lance.
And you can
Yeah, I
just,
see that.
Can you actually attack with summon?
No, I don't think so.
Because before you could attack each other's summons, it was a.
Even your own same.
That sounds nasty.
We actually wrote a dev journal on it at one point. It was all about. Oh, it is your summon. It was all about how when we were first working at the AIs for summons, we told it to attack. Just as a first test, to attack the strongest thing in the area. And obviously, we said don't attack the player that summoned you. But the dumb thing is that the strongest thing usually around it was itself, so that it would attack itself.
Though.
So it would end up killing itself, which is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
That was fixed, but it was why is it doing that?
It was funny to see at the time, yeah. Yeah.
I love that armor.
The steam armor. I got the clock armor myself. Yeah. It's like a scuba diver.
I just put points on everything and I'm just pulling it down.
Yeah, go ahead. Go nuts.
So this is actually a tile set. It kind of has to feel like you're in between two different places and next to the water, which is pretty cool. This one is, I believe, a megabyte. So
that is just so weird. 1 megabyte.
And one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that when you've already downloaded a certain tile set, like if you went to the next one, you already have it. This is just saying through an XML, if you know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It says place this here, place that here, and so you download it once, and there you go.
Okay.
I do 8. I like that 8.
Yeah, 8 I mean. Yeah, it is pretty cool.
We actually have monsters that have cool enough AI that they summon, like so, the monster will actually summon things too. It's pretty cool, and
okay.
I don't know if they got it working again because in one build we were changing from turn-based to action RPG 7 months ago, so we've done a lot of changing, and at one point one of the summons actually summons. It was kind of. Ooh, I like the attack of the situation. They've been redoing all the abilities since we had about 1,500 people play a pre-alpha test in March, early March, when we went to GDC San Francisco, and we've redone every single ability since then.
Oh, okay.
Some were kind of just altered to make look better, but yeah. It was
Yeah, well, this is pretty neat, I must say. And,
one of the biggest challenges we had was it was really beautiful, and when we had this turn-based game set to it, people were expecting it to be a full-on MMORPG, and when the first time anyone outside the company had seen it was when we went to GDC in China, in Shanghai, in November, and it was turn-based at that point. And people were, we put it full screen, and they're like, "Oh, it doesn't look that good." And then I would show them that it's in a browser, and they're like, "Oh, I'm walking away right now."
Yeah, I mean, say what you want, but as soon as people understand that this is in your browser, you can play it wherever you want. I mean,
But just if you just say it, people will think browser and don't want to think about it. Once they see it, it's
yeah, I not until I think it was the beginning of this year, perhaps, I stumbled over a game called Drakensang Online,
Oh yeah,
which was a
Yeah.
hack and slash web-based
it's our
game.
biggest competitor, I think.
Oh, okay. And up
Hopefully.
until that point, I had, well, web-browsed games. I only thought of, well, you have your basic tower defenses here and there. You have your Facebook games and all the other million tiny, not really that great games, but some stand out. But then when I tried out that, wait, they have games like this? Web-based games now, seriously.
One of the things that we definitely have over Drakensang is that it uses a really out-of-date technology, Java, and that's one thing that we're like, ha.
We got one thing on there, so hopefully we can take advantage of that.
I love these monsters, the way they attack. Really cool. These are steam toilets. Oh, they're grinders. They're repurposed to attack.
I like how when they die, they just say, Duke. They're still upright.
Yeah.
One of the things we changed a lot is a lot of the death animations after GDC San Francisco was, as someone in one review after the sneak peek in March, they said it kind of some monsters died in very Shakespearean ways. Oh no! I'm dead.
It took like 10 seconds for something to die. It was over.
Yeah, but sometimes that's pretty fun, actually. For instance,
for boss.
yeah,
Sure,
for
but
boss
like-
battles or some very, well, extremely annoying enemies that you spend ages trying to kill, and then they, oh seriously, can you die? Any day now, come on, give me my loot. And then when they drop down on their knees and they fall down and on just their hands, and oh okay, now we can loot them, and then oh come on.
That's what we thought was really fun with the beginning of the tutorial. When you're fighting the boss, it's he just flies away, and you're like, oh, come back.
Yeah, he said the same thing. He's like, wait, no.
It's actually going to be an integral returning boss. So it'll be fun.
Yeah, I hope so, because that's one thing I miss from older RPGs, that at some points you would meet a boss and you would have a pretty hard time, because usually at that point you would have a lot of things thrown at you, and then you get past that and then wait, he escaped, or well, we assumed he died, but then we walked away, and when we walked back, wait, he's gone. No. And then he keeps coming back, or she, or it, or whatever.
We want to keep the story engaged. It's not like one boss, you kill it, and then you never hear about him again. It's like, you know, there's some background to it.
The story is quite heavy.
Yeah, we put a lot of emphasis on our.
Yeah.
You can teleport to the new place. He's just.
Yeah, if you're bored with that place, you can teleport to Nino again.
Okay. And I guess one of the questions that probably most people are asking themselves is, will this game be free to play? Will it cost anything?
It's free to play, and so David and I, we actually met in 2006, and he and the other co-founder, I'm not a co-founder, but I was there from the beginning.
Okay.
We all decided we hated that company. It was a Chinese game company, and Gabriel here has also worked for one of those.
Yeah.
They're very evil in the monetization. They're very evil in the I don't give a fuck about my players.
Yeah, it's all about maximizing profits. If there's a bug that causes people to buy more stuff to get around the bug, they won't fix the bug because they're making money.
Yeah, they actually start calling it a feature.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, we set out and we said we can definitely do better.
Yeah.
And in 2008, 2009, Dave and Joey quit, and I was still working miserably. And we went from there. It was quite an interesting setup, and so we do not. I set that up because we did not want to have a pay-to-win game. We want it to be balanced, but in the sense that you can get aesthetic features, you can get make it more convenient, that kind of setup.
And get small things that won't make you overpowered or above anybody else who's put the time into the game. You can just play and enjoy without worrying about who's putting in more money than you or anything.
Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of now that I have understood that there are quality web-based games out there, and I have looked around and tried some here and there, and a lot of them that I try, at first I have fun, and then okay, I need to use these things. Okay, how do I get more? I can't find anything.
That's what they say, hey, having a fun time, why don't you pay us?
Yeah, exactly. Because some quests you find out that, oh, okay, this quest gave me 1. Okay, how many do I need for this? 500. Oh, okay. Well, can I do the quest again? No, there's a 24-hour cooldown on the quest. So I have to wait. That's 500 days to...
But do you know why something like Drakensang does that? Is because they are forced to. They're a web-based game, so... but they're actually quite big. You need 50 megabytes. When you start playing the game, you need about 50, 60 megabytes. And then it keeps getting more and more and more. And so to offset the cost, they need to be really, really aggressive with their monetization. They need to say, get in, pay us, or get...
Okay, well, I can't quite remember if it...
The advantage is that we don't have to force them as fast, and we don't want to.
Okay, well, I can't...
Started the company, obviously we need to make money, that's very clear. Yeah. But we want it to be as easy as possible to spread the idea of the story. I mean, I started with this story in 2006. Dave started developing it in 2003.
The Diablo 3 had been under development for a long time, so I wasn't too...
60, 70 people.
Yeah, I wasn't really expecting an incredible amount of graphic things in it, but still I am enjoying it. Oh, what's this?
Ambush.
Oh.
You killed them all.
You got him.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Well, it's because we're too high level for this place.
Ah, okay.
You can go have a coffee if you want.
Yeah, this is like an abandoned cafe street type place.
Huh.
One of the good things is, this is a dungeon, but it doesn't give the player the feel that it's a dungeon. They feel like they're going through the streets. Maybe they'll get to another suburb. I mean, you can't. That's exactly what it is. But
yeah. I mean, you're so used
this
to
one is only 1 megabyte.
1 meg here, 2 megs there. I still haven't got quite the hang of when you do the AoE attacks, you need to put your cone in the right direction, but it's pretty... I mean, it's very versatile, I must say, and it's quite exciting that you can just have the different cones turned here and there and do different things.
Yeah, you have a bit more control over everything.
Yeah, instead of the usual thing...
Before you aim on some of them, but it's... Yeah,
instead of the thing that you're so used to, here's the enemy, okay, I have him targeted, I do the attacks this way, they're only going this way. Instead I can just turn around and, well, instead of that, you are facing the wrong way, you can't attack. What? Well, turn around, right. You're not stupid, huh?
One of the fun things is that, for example, if you head into a field of a whole bunch of mobs, and you're the damage dealer, and they went to attack your buddy, and he's not doing as much damage, they'll turn around and start attacking you.
Oh, okay.
So the AI is not dumb like you see in a lot of MMOs, and we're quite happy with it. In this setting, we're going to increase the range, the sight range, because right now you're like, oh, how you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just too strong.
Yeah, we're too strong for this. Let me see if I can find. There's one of the levels that's a bit more in our range here.
Yeah.
Not the strongest I've found so far.
Oh, you have an S.
It's because I move after typing.
Oh, I brought Jimmy into the level with all the monsters. We don't have it on this server.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, but he's just running around with like a whole trail of monsters.
Poor Jimmy.
Oh,
All right, you can.
Yes. Yes. Okay then. Also, I have to give you plus for giving me a sword that's pink.
Oh.
Actually, those can change color. It's just because the sword is probably up level 4 or level 5 in terms of quality. This way, it gives you a lot of sockets to add. One of the great things I think we have as an advantage for our game is that when you add a socket, you socket the item, you can actually see the model change.
Oh, okay. So
I'm gonna go grab a guy from QA if they're still here and see if they can give you a cheated look, and we'll just share screens.
Sure.
I believe the cheat code's 9,000.
Okay. Yeah, because with sockets, there's a lot of pipes, gauges, springs, coils, stuff like that. And when you add them, it changes the appearance of your shield, your weapon.
Oh wait, so I'm looking at my weapon now in the equipment, and under the damage sign there are gray tiny images all the way there. Are those the sockets or?
If you're in your inventory or?
I'm looking at my equipment. Yeah, inventory equipment. When I look at my weapon here, I see the weapon's name, one-hander, level 18, damage 14 to 24, and then I see 5 or 6 gray icons.
Let me check.
Or if the sockets are those colored things on the right side of the little window you get up when you hover over the item.
Yeah, I think so. Let me see. Yeah, you're right. That's what it is.
So are those gray icons there? Those are the sockets?
Those are the sockets, yes.
Oh dear lord, there's so many sockets on this one.
Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah, because you're level 30, you have some of the best weapons in the game. So I might,
12 sockets on an item. Jesus.
Yep. So that's 12 customizable parts of the weapon.
And your item actually, it changes in shape and looks when you socket it, or?
The base item itself doesn't change, but parts of it will change. Like if you add a gauge, add a gear to it or something, you'll see it added to.
Okay. Well, that's pretty neat. I mean, customization and especially visual things that makes you stand out more from the other players.
Exactly. You can walk around and just look at other people's weapons and try to guess how strong they are and see if you actually do want to engage in PvP, it's good to size them up first.
Yeah, exactly. And the game is just so fluent.
Like a segue.
Oh, he's not available.
I can do it.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll try to show you some of those socketing changes now.
What I'm going to do is share the screen, because it'll be a little easier.
Okay. We'll go ahead and start a screen share.
Tell me when you see this screen.
Let's see here.